Hello, welcome to this reading. I'm Aletta Bee, and I'm going to read to you one of my short stories. And the name of the short story is The Incident on Beachwood Drive. At 8:45 a.m., barefoot Charlotte Reed stepped out of her kitchen door onto her sun-drenched driveway. Her hand flew to shade her eyes as she glanced at her upstairs neighbor's window and then down the length of her gravel and dirt art studio on the corner of Beachwood Drive and Glen Alder Streets. Beachwood Drive was the street leading to the famous Hollywood sign that thrill seekers and tourists made sure to visit. On the way up the hill to the sign, many stopped and visited Charlotte as she prepared her upcoming art exhibit. For the past 6 months, she had worked every single day conceptualizing, designing, fabricating, painting, organizing the many parts, and greeting visitors. She loved this woodsy neighborhood. Since childhood, she had reaped 2 gifts from nature. One was recognizing her own deep peace, away from her fight-loving family. In the woods, no trees yelled at her, no flowers criticized her, no bees had ever stung her. Another gift was perspective. As she had observed tadpoles and tulips transform and noted seasons rolling out their changes every summer, fall, winter, and spring, she learned that all things were temporary. As her eyes danced over the pieces, all wrapped for pickup, she could feel her cheeks pinking with pleasure. She was proud of how hard she had worked and her commitment to the message of her exhibit, that there is divinity in all of us, no exceptions. In all honesty, she was also over the top flattered to have been one of the 6 artists invited to be featured at the Los Angeles Spring Art Festival. This day just might be the happiest day of her life so far. At 9 a.m., a cool wind gusted and her cell phone rang. By the time Charlotte hung up, her day had turned sour. She palmed her cheeks next to her gaping mouth, her eyes wide. True to the course of changing nature, the intensity of her happiness on this day had shifted. She knew she had to text Vicky, her art student, exhibit helper, and let her know what happened. But she never liked to dump her distress on anyone. So she first decided to calm down by connecting with nature. She looked skyward, raised her arms, touching her palms, bent backwards, and leaned forward to touch the ground in a yoga salute to the sun. After 3 cycles, her breathing had slowed enough to tell Vicky, who was already downtown at the convention center, waiting for the delivery of Charlotte's multimedia art installation. This is what she texted Vicky. Trucking company just canceled this morning's pickup. Driver's sickness. Guaranteed pickup tomorrow a.m. And then she had a head blowing up emoji. Vicky texted back, I'll stay here, receive in the morning. Charlotte texted, no, you go home. I'll meet the truck. Don't want to impose. Vicky texted, you can't do all by yourself. Nobody could. Charlotte texted back, go home. I'll figure it out. Vicky had not added her usual smiling cat emoji sign off, which could mean she was annoyed, and that added to Charlotte's concern. Her heart was set on having all the aspects of her goddess workshop, a takeoff on Santa's workshop, be peaceful and uplifting. She turned around in a circle, her hand over her mouth, not knowing what to do or how to manage tomorrow if Vicky didn't get there So if you'd like to find out how she managed what happened at the art exhibit and what befell her later that day, later that morning, in just a few minutes, and how she coped with it. I'm so glad you stopped by. Bye-bye.